Hello everybody, my name is Cody bringing us yet another video, and in today's video, I am going to be starting off this week with Krillin doing the Planet Namek Saga. So, we're hitting a bit of a dry spell, you could say, because I do like to try to keep everything to a theme. So I would want this whole week to be characters from the Planet Namek Saga. But, it's starting to get to the point where, I'm trying not to just, rehash a character that's already been made. Like, I don't want to be doing, 6 different, Super Saiyan Gokus. I don't want to be doing, a movie boss, Super Saiyan Goku, a movie boss, Goku, or movie boss, movie hero Goku, this Goku, all these different things. I'm trying to do, unique more unique characters, because there's like a rare version of this Krillin, but that's about it. So there's no real uniqueness so far for Krillin, so I want to have him. And then I also have, I have a character for tomorrow that I'm going to be able to make. And then I'm probably going to have to do ignore all the loud clanging. I'm probably going to have to do, probably some form of a Super Saiyan Goku, unfortunately. Which, don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm saying that I'm hating it or anything, or we're getting to the point where the series is gonna die. If I have to, there's how many variations of the Saiyans, and then all that, and any of the fusions and all that. It's just that I'd rather create basically brand new units and brand new cards. Like, if you're gonna, obviously there's already a couple of Krillins, and I've made a couple of Krillins. So it's kind of like, how often would you use this one? If you want to use them in the Planet Namek Saga team, which currently there's no, you have the transforming Goku, but for the most part, you're probably going to have that Goku. If you're going to be running the Planet Namek Saga, him as lead, you're not running Planet Namek, you're running Super Saiyan. So, but hopefully I will be able to make an actual Namek Saga. I don't quite know who I'm going to make as the leader at the moment, mainly because, do I want to make Super Saiyan Goku a leader, or do I want to make, who else had like a big impact on, during that time. So a little iffy on who I'll actually be able to, who do I want to have where, and what do I want to do with each character. But for now, let's stick with the Krillin that I've already made. He is super int, mainly because there's, other than the Kid Gohan, the support Kid Gohan, there's no super int on Planet Namek. So I was like, yeah, let's make a unit that he could actually help with, especially because his passive helps in that regard too. So this is a powerful surprise attack, Krillin. This is when he does the Kienzan to cut off part of Frieza's tail. It's just kind of from that era, that little piece. His stats are 16,024 HP, 13,857 attack, 9,050 defense. Would he be a banner card? I don't know, maybe. Maybe I could see if I could have made him as an easy A, but I don't really know. His leader skill is just int type key plus 3, attack and all stats plus 90%. I guess I forgot the 90% there on the actual card. And then his super attack is the Kienzan, or Destructo Disc, and it causes supreme damage and has a 50% chance to stun. It's more that, not the Kienzan itself is stunning, it's more that, I didn't want to give him the active skill of the Solar Flare again, but it's kind of like the whole, why doesn't he ever just Solar Flare Kienzan him? That's like an insta-kill, but it's kind of like that. Also, it kind of like stunned, quote-unquote, in more of like a shock factor to Frieza when, he got hit and it actually was able to damage him. So, it's kind of just that point why it stuns. His passive skill is attack and defense plus 90%, Planet Namek Saga, allies key plus 2, attack and defense plus 25%, 30% chance to crit when Gohan Kid is on rotation. So that's the big thing, is that if you have that int support Kid Gohan, then, you know, he'll be getting 50% from himself and 50% to this Krillin, and then this Krillin is giving 50% to himself and the ki from both of them to each other, and also his 25%. So overall, they're supporting each other with a lot. And then this Krillin is getting a 50% chance to stun from his super attack and 30% chance to stun from his super attack. So overall, he has a very high chance to stun if you're going up against that. And then attack plus 120% when going up against a Frieza unit. So if the enemy has Frieza in its name, just Frieza, so it would not include something like King Cold and Frieza. It is just Frieza. Then that would be he would get his an additional 120% attack. So if you're going against first form, second, third, fourth, final, like his buff form, if you're going up against Golden Frieza, he still would, just because that is still, you know, the same Frieza, but then because King Cold is included on that other one, then it would not count when going up against that one. So I think it's fairly obvious why it's like that. You know, it's the, you know, Kienzan against the Frieza. So his links are actually kind of based off of the rare version of this card, essentially, except the rare version is Kamehameha. His links are Z Fighters, Turtle School, Courage, High Capability, which is like a couple of Krillin cards and a few other things. Prepared for Battle, Experienced Fighters, and Fierce Battle. I don't know if he would be Fierce Battle. I was kind of debating on, like, would this Krillin be a Shattering the Limit character? Would they just introduce him? But then I thought maybe they would add, you know, they would do the one thing instead of one, like the one Dokkan Fest, and instead of one new unit, they would do two new units or something. I don't know. And then his categories are the Planet Namek Saga, Dragon Ball Seekers, and Earthlings. Would he be Dragon Ball Seekers? I don't know, because I think at this time he had actually already found all the Dragon Balls. But yeah. And then obviously this is the Planet Namek Saga, and then he is an Earthling. I don't know if the Kienzan and this count as full power or last resort. I don't quite think so. Maybe if this is the Krillin that not kills, but like, you know, wounds Vegeta so that he could get his heal for the Zenkai boost, because that would be last resort. If that was, you know, this one, then maybe there's a case for last resort, but that maybe is more on the Vegeta side than on Krillin side, but debatable on everything. But yeah, that does it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, then consider hitting the like button. If you guys, and comment down below what you guys like so I can continue doing it and continue helping you guys like the videos. If you guys didn't like the videos, then consider disliking. And tell me down below what you guys didn't like. It helps me out, you know, a lot so I can know what to improve so that you guys can like it more and more. If you guys want to know when I upload next, then the best way to know is by subscribing. But that does it for this video. Bye, guys.